Welcome into Don Williams Tarot. I'm just going to look at current energies for right now, see what we got going on, waiting for some people to come in. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Diamond. How are you guys? Hope everybody is well. I'm doing well, thank you. So right now I'm just kind of looking at cards. Hi, Vinka. How are you? Ooh, we start off with the Ace of Cups. So we got some good energy popping in. People working hard on their projects. Oh, look at that. Two aces. All right. So current energies are really saying that we have a new opportunity for heart-centered stuff. So this would be think about new relationships, new connections. Some people are really working hard in their job space, so it could be that you meet someone new at work. But we also have this Ace of Swords. Now, this to me is a new communication of some kind coming in. I always love the aces because it talks about new opportunities. These are all hands of God bringing us these opportunities, of course. Okay, so who has a question for me? Put it in all caps so I can easily read. I am great. Thank you for asking. And you pronounced my name perfectly. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm not always good with names. I don't know if you're like that, but I'm not good with names. I usually, when I meet someone and they tell me what their name is, I have to do that rhyming game or I have to figure out a way to, make their name stick with the face. Okay, let's see. What's coming towards me that I do not see coming? Okay, Sherry, here we go. We're going to pull some cards for you. Okay, Spirit, what does Sherry need to know about what is coming towards her that she is not seeing? What is for her best, her highest? Any insights and information for Sherry would be very much welcomed. What does she need to know at this time? What area of her life or just a general reading would be helpful? We could connect with her higher self. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, Sherry. Still having a little bit of issue with my wrist, but everything else is really healing well. Okay, well, I do see some conflict. So the Five of Wands is conflict or it's competition of some kind. So I don't know if you've got that energy around you. The Empress, I do feel, is definitely your energy, that you are really solid in your connection with Mother Earth. This is my divine feminine energy coming in. The Empress she's all about nurturing growth, creativity. She's got lots of ideas and plans. She is also able to create a tremendous amount of abundance around her. So I feel as though you are tapping into that energy right now. I went directly to this card because it's the gold card. I feel like this does represent you. This Five of Wands is that card of conflict, or it can also be a card of training of some kind. So I don't know if you are going to school, thinking about taking a class, trying to beef up your skills, right? Because this would be that. This is training. If this was a true battle, these would be swords, right? They'd be duking it out with swords instead of just knocking around with sticks. And the other thing about this card is it also does represent healthy competition as well, meaning that people around you can really push you to excel higher than you would have normally used as an output because it taps into your own level of competition as well, because you don't want anybody to get over on you, right? The last card is the King of Wands. Now, this could be a relationship coming in. This could be a relationship you are already in. I do feel as though this King of Wands is a very fiery individual. This is the individual for me who is very much an entrepreneur, very courageous, very comfortable in their own skin, warm, kind, happy. This person knows how to get stuff done. They are not the type of individuals that will sit on their laurels. Like, for the most part, they are constantly doing something. They are not the type of individual that will sit on the sofa with you, hold your hand while you watch a chick flick. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but this person's coming in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be someone who is a mentor for you, could be a family member, could be your dad, whoever this represents. But that's kind of what I see around you at this time. So I hope that helped you, Sherry. So a guy, looks like a guy is coming in. Okay, so Diamond, what good things are coming soon for my husband? He is struggling financially. Okay, very good. Let's take a peek. Finances. Ooh, the final countdown. I don't know. I don't know how into the woo you are, or if you follow any truthers. There's supposedly some big event that's coming around the 15th, 16th of July, just so you know. There is this man named Cliff High who is a linguist. He shares a lot of information on Rumble. You know, he had been picking up. So what he does is he scours the internet and he takes the things that people talk about on the internet and he scrubs all that data and he finds what people are discussing. And he does that for the whole world, actually. But he has been talking about this event since last year. Well, now we're getting close. He just did an interview with Beyond Mystic, who is on Rumble. So if you look at Beyond Mystic, you could look at that information that's coming in. I don't know what I feel about it. I'm not saying that he's not correct. He's not the only person that has been picking up on this information that's coming in next week. So there is that. Okay, Diamond, what good things are coming for me? Oh, yeah, me and my husband. Okay, here we go. My husband and I, financially. Well, you've been struggling with this financial thing for a bit. Okay, what information can we provide that will give some insights to their financial situation? Will they be seeing some type of resolution, some kind of an opening? I felt like the last time I read for you that something was going to be opening up for you. But again, it's the timing. And if I remember correctly, I think I said by the end of July, but we're going to pull more cards and see what Spirit wants you to know. So there is that work card. That's definitely teamwork right there. It is job related because of the Pentacles. We have the Lovers. Now the Lovers does represent, you know, your love situation, but the Lovers is also that energy of partnerships, relationships, and that as well. And the thing about the lovers, of course, is that's a blending of energies. So it feels as though there is something that is going to be coming in for you in terms of your work situation. I do feel as though there is steady work here. And if he is completing something, I do feel as though something's going to be coming in behind this project or whatever it is that he does for work that is going to allow him to team up with another group of people. Then we have the lovers. So this could represent you and your husband. This could also represent his partnership with another, like an offer of some kind of work, right? Work related deal. Because then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, it could be a thing where the person that hires your husband or is working with your husband is a female owner of a business, or she is like the decision maker. She's the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is all about your money, your career, your wealth, your home, and your possessions. She is definitely somebody that knows how to stretch her money. So it may be a thing where you might be going back and forth in terms of pricing. Like I feel as though if he has a set price on things that he offers for his job. I don't know what your husband does, but this is what's coming to me: is that she's going to try to bring his pricing down because that's what she does, right? She always wants to try to save a buck, but at the same time, I'm saying this because I don't want him to lower his standards, lower his self-worth just to get the job. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. I do feel as though he will eventually win because I think that she's going to respect the fact that he doesn't break down and give into what she wants. But at the same time, I do feel as though there's something that is here that is going to be a give and take. So it may be a thing where whatever this job is, whatever this work is, this project is, it may be broken down in steps. Like maybe she can't give you the big bundle of money to do whatever it is, but she could break it down. You can do a little now, and a little later, and a little later. It doesn't make any sense to me, so I hope it makes a lot of sense to you. Yes. Okay. Well, since I don't know what your husband and you do, all I'm doing is I'm reading the cards. So that's what I get. Something's going to come in. I feel like there's an important woman that's going to be coming in and is going to be trying to work with you somehow. But I do see teamwork involved here. So that's what I get. And it is all about money. So there was, all the cards were definitely about money. Okay, let's see. Let me get back up here. Do, 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 do. Oh, can you please do a reading for a career job over the next 3 weeks? Okay. Yes, sure we can. Okay, Spirit, can we please look at career within this next 3 week period for happy? Okay, let's see. What does Happy need to know about her career, her job space, the next 3 weeks? Can we have her highest and best outcome? Any insights and information that you could share would be much appreciated. Okay, this is for Happy. New opportunity. Could be offered by the King of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is a new opportunity coming in. This is something that's going to stimulate your mind. This is going to make you think a little bit differently, or it is going to allow you to have a different point of view about some things. The swords have to do with the way we express with our mind, the way that we communicate, with our words. And the thing about the Ace of Swords, of course, is that this is an opportunity coming in, and you have to recognize that it is an opportunity. Now, the Ace of Swords is also my card of action. So once this opportunity does come in for you, you will have to take some kind of action involved. I feel as though it will be associated with this King of Swords. This King of Swords is the type of individual who, in my mind, when I think of Kings of Swords, I think of people who are very analytical, people who really like to understand their facts and figures. So, it could be somebody who is a bottom line kind of a person, meaning that they're always looking out for that bottom line type of a thing. This is somebody who really wants to understand the way that you think about things, how you come up to your conclusions, your answers for things. If you go into an interview with this individual, do not bore him with stories. He wants to know facts and figures. It's not that he doesn't care about you or doesn't want to know more about you and your story, but at the same time, he wants to know if you're going to be a fit, and also if this situation is going to be beneficial for him and his team or his company or whatever it is that this guy does. Okay. But then I also see that you have this Page of Cups. And so for me, what it feels like is I feel as though you will be very interested in whatever this role may be. And that you are waiting for some kind of an offer or some kind of a message to come in, regardless of whatever it is. It's really going to make you happy, right? He is really focusing on the fish in his cup, right? So here's his fish in his cup. Because he doesn't want that fish to get away. So I feel as though this opportunity is coming in for you. I can't give you timing, although we did set a 3-week period there. So I'm thinking that something is going to pop for you within that 3-week time frame. So I hope that helps you. And thank you, Happy, for asking the question. Okay, so Vanika, I am hearing a song. Okay, yeah, I already said about this is all about. Usually Spirit would do that to get my attention. Interesting, okay. Can you please do a reading for my career job over the next 3 weeks, which I just did. Final Countdown is the name of a song from group Europa. Yeah, I know the song. Yep. And why is that song in my head for the last few days? Why Spirit put that song in my head? Okay. Okay, so let's see. What is the message behind the final countdown? The final countdown. That's like an 80s song or something. Maybe I'm really dating myself. Okay, so Fanika has been hearing a song in her head. Usually that is a message from Spirit. So what should she know about this song? How does that come in for her? What does she need to know about that? Let's see. Ha, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. 9 of Pentacles. Oh. So you have the 2 gold cards here. So it feels like you could. So what this card is telling me right off the bat, to me, this is a gateway card. This card does represent marriage because you can see the swag, and that's really what it's supposed to represent. But at the same time, this is also some kind of a card where there is celebration involved. But the thing is you have to go through the gate in order to get to the celebration. So I don't know exactly what that means to you. But it really does feel as though you are working with other people, that other people are helping you move forward, whatever that represents for you in terms of this song. So I don't know if you have a really close group of people that you are connected with that you would consider your team or your group or whatever. But I do feel as though that is, or it could be that this is your call to start working more with your higher self, right? Because that could also be your teamwork as well. The other card that's coming in is the Nine of Pentacles. For me, the Nine of Pentacles is a really interesting card because it is my card of affluence. It does symbolize the material comfort of things. It does talk about abundance, finance, and practical security. The So I don't know if this is related to your job or maybe it is a situation where um, your troubles over money, if that's a situation for you, could be coming to an end, right? Now the other thing about the fours are about stability and balance. The wands are about your passions, your creativity. So it could very well be that you're going to be invited to an event or a party or a celebration of some kind, and that you are really going to dress to the nines, that you're really going to dress up for this because there is possibility that you can do networking at this function. So those are all the messages that are coming through. So I hope that makes sense for you, Vanika. Oh, 11. Yeah, see, 11, 11. There you go. And that 11 to 11 to me is angel numbers. I see 11, 11 all the time also. And that's usually my angels trying to get my attention. So timing is the hardest thing for me to get in tarot because spirit doesn't talk to us in timing. In spirit land, there is no timing. We are the ones that created time. Time is a construct of 3D. It is not a construct of the universe. So timing is really difficult. But I'm assuming since we were asking about, what's coming in for you, I feel like it's going to be sooner rather than later, right? Okay, let me look at. I'm not sure how to say your name. Is it Niasia? Oh, well, thank you. Thanks, Spirit, for helping me with that one. Okay, so should you start a nursing business? Okay, wow, that's a great question. My daughter just started a new job in Boston at Dana-Farber as a oncology nurse. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so should she start her nursing business? I don't know how you started a nursing business, but that does sound interesting. I mean, here, I don't know really what that means, but I don't have to know, right? Hey, Joe. If you have any questions, please put them in all caps for me. so that I can read that easily. I'm not wearing my glasses. I have a broken nose. I fell a couple weeks ago. So, okay. So let me concentrate. What do we need to know about this idea of starting a nursing business? Is now the right time for her to start this business? Ooh, I'm taking it. It flipped out of the deck, and the magician says you have all the tools, all the skills, you have everything you need. It's gold. Let's see what else we get. Oh, even better. Oh man, this is great. So yeah, I definitely am getting, you got all gold cards. You have the magician. The magician right here is really saying that this is the energy of mastery, expertise, training. He has all the tools in his deck that he needs in order to manifest what he wants. He has his hand up in the air. He's pulling down all of his higher information. He's grounding it here on earth, and he's creating this abundance of beautiful energy here on earth. So I'm going to say, yes, man, that's absolutely what you should be doing. The Empress here is representing your energy. I feel as though she is my Mother Earth card. She is the divine feminine. She's unconditional love. And she has a heart here on this card. So I feel as though if you're going to, if you're creating this work because you have a love of humanity, you want to be of service to humanity, you're going to be very successful. I also feel as though the timing is right for you. The knight right here is, knights are all about taking action. Pentacles is about money. So it does feel as though the money will flow. It does feel as though you are going to be taking action, and I do feel as though this is going to be quite successful for you. So I hope that helped. Woohoo! Very good. Very good. I do feel as though you have the basic understanding of what it is. I do also feel like what Spirit is telling me is that you've done this in other lifetimes as well. I don't know what your thoughts are about, whether you have one lifetime and you're done, or if you believe in reincarnation. I believe in reincarnation. I can't imagine just coming to Earth one time and having, you look at little babies that die when they're, infants. They don't even have an opportunity for life. So to me, that doesn't make logical sense. So I'm feeling as though you have all the knowledge that you need. You just might need to have someone help you maybe with the financial backing, but I do feel as though the money's going to be there for you. So congratulations, and I hope it works out well. Okay, now let me go back up and see what we got going. I'm going to switch decks. I find when I shuffle these bigger cards that it's harder for me to do it. Okay, let me go up. Let's see. Oh, Joe. Joe and Diane's relationship outcome. Okay, that's your question? Let me just make sure you didn't say anything else. Is Diane being honest, and will we result in a relationship? Okay, so there we go. We have a little bit more clarity. I'm going to go with this deck. Okay, so Joe wants to know about his relationship, potential relationship with Diane. Can we have some insights about that, please? Can we have some insights on the relationship between Joe and Diane? I would like to call in her higher self and have permission to read for her, as well as him, even though he's the one asking the question. We will say hello, ask permission to have clarity, insight. Okay. Here we go, Joe. Ooh, it feels like you feel like you are the wounded warrior. So it feels like there's been some conflict or some heavy energy. And again, we have that conflict card. Let's see a final out. Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so with this Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands is that perseverance card. For me, it's the wounded warrior. It feels like maybe you may be holding this relationship up and you are maybe feeling as though, she might not be meeting your energy equally, right? I do see some conflict here between you. This is either competition, this is conflict of some kind. It could just be that energy right now that you both are in. However, I do see you as this Knight of Cups, meaning that the Knight of Cups for me is always that card of chivalry, the guy that is the type of individual that is really caring, is a lover, not a fighter. He likes to get along with his significant other. So I don't really feel like I have an answer here. So I'm going to pull another card and see what else Spirit wants you to know. What else did we need to know about Diane and Joe? I feel like you were coming to her with an honest, open heart. And I'm not getting a response as to what her deal is. So let's see, Spirit. Can we tap into her energy and ask what her feelings are towards this? Oh, here we go. Clear fire. Ah. So what I got was the Eight of Swords. I feel as though she's really conflicted. I'm not sure she's being completely honest with herself, to be honest with you, okay? I feel as though she is allowing her friends, maybe she's allowing outside influences to taint the way that she thinks about things. I don't know if you have met any of her friends or whatever the situation is between the two of you, but I don't feel as though she's seeing things clearly. She's clearly bound up here. She has blindfolds on. She's surrounded by these swords. So that means that her mind is going 8 million miles an hour, and she may be completely distracted from the relationship you are looking at compared to what it is that she wants in her life at this time. The outcome of this is that high priestess energy. The only way you are really going to know is if you're using your own intuition. The high priestess is that card of intuition, but there's also a mystery behind this card. You don't always exactly know what the high priestess is going to represent to you. For one thing, on this card, as you can see, she does have this background behind her, but there is no roof above her head. She pulls all of her information in. I feel as though what Spirit is really saying is you need to go within yourself to ask yourself, what is it about this person that you're attracted to that is allowing you to feel as though she's the one, if there is not a vibrational match? Now, it doesn't mean that in the future you can't have a vibrational match. It could just mean that right now, whatever she's going through, she's not being completely open with you about her thoughts and feelings about things. So I don't know how far along you are in your relationship, but I am going to pull also a card from, this is my Lovers Oracle, Joe. We're going to pull you an oracle from the Lovers. And your card is, okay, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Well, that didn't really help the Spirit. I just feel as though she's not ready. She's not in the same mind frame as you are. Okay, so that's my answer. I don't really have a complete answer for you. I just feel as though she is distracted in some area of her life and she feels balled up. I was ghosted and betrayed really bad. I believe it's the soul connection. We started talking again. We have history. Okay. Ah, interesting. Well, if you feel as though she is the one, I would give her space so that she can figure out what it is that she wants. Yeah. Okay, let's see who is next. Okay, so that was Diane. I did a business plan. Good, good. That was always about my past life. I'm definitely a believer. Cool. Okay, she is AP. Will I finally get peace and unity with my daughter's father? No more back and forth. Okay, so she is AP. Let's look at that. And Joe, I am so sorry that you went through that, man. I do see you as that knight, though. I definitely see you as that knight. Good heart. Good heart, very caring. Wants to take care of his significant other. Okay, so now she is AP. Will I finally get peace and unity with my daughter's father? Okay, so can we look at the relationship between she is AP and her ex-partner, daughter's father? What is going on there? So are you basically asking whether or not he's going to come back into the picture and stay? Is that what you're wanting? Is that your intention? So let me go down here and see if you answer. Fire and air. Ooh. Okay. Ah, Joe, good for you. Okay. Fire and air. I bet those are really interesting discussions that you have since fire is all about passion. They burn their matches quickly, right? They get all passionate and they get all fiery and they just let loose. And then air, yeah, I get it. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. And air is the one that expresses with the mind, right? Looks at things logically. Okay, let's see. What have we got for AP, please? For their highest and best outcome. Insights and information that is going to help this family work together for the betterment of all. Well, I do see you are moving to calmer shores. I do see that help is going to come in when you least expect it. I do see you're going to have an aha moment. There is going to be something that's going to come in that's going to be big for both of you. And I don't know what that is about yet, but I do feel as though there is an awakening. So my judgment card, the judgment card is all about an awakening or a new awareness, seeing something with new eyes. Now, you can see this is meant to be Archangel Gabriel. She or he is blowing that horn, waking up the dead. It is a massive big hello. I don't know if this is going to represent him having an awakening, you having awakening. Something happens where you both realize it's for your best outcome for you to get along. For me, this Nine of Cups right here is your wish fulfillment card. I do believe that is going to happen. And I do believe that you will be on good terms. I do feel that that is coming in for you. Something's going to come in, though, that is going to change this dynamic for you. And as it does this change, because that judgment card is a major arcana, it is definitely going to be one of those situations where your wish fulfillment is going to come in. It's going to come in and things are going to work out. You've got the gold here on the card. Gold in tarot always represents something very positive. So I hope that helped you. So I say, yes, ma'am. So let's see. Wow. All right. Do we have any other questions? If you have any questions and you're new to my channel, please put your questions in all caps so I can easily read them. Do we have any? But I think I've answered everybody's questions so far. If I haven't answered your question and you are still here, please pop it in and I will definitely read for you. You're very welcome. I hope it works out. I really do feel as though it is going to turn around. That there is definitely blessings coming in for you. Can you do a read as to what's coming towards me in love relationships over next month? Love relationships. We're happy. Love relationships. We're happy. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your love relationship or a relationship in general. Okay, here we go, happy. Ah, wish fulfillment. Feels like something's coming in that's going to make you happy. Ooh, but it may not be. Huh. All right, let's see what else we have here. So the devil card for me is the card of, it is a card of an addiction. It is a card of negative blocks or self-doubt. This is a card of, procrastination. It is a card of distraction. So it may be a situation where if you were to get into a relationship at this time, that it would be a distraction for you. Not that you do not want that, of course. I do feel as though whatever you have been asking for from Spirit is definitely coming in. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is telling you to keep moving forward. This is the thing that fills your cup, fills your heart, right? This distraction card is going to come in. This could be an addiction, could be addictive personality, could be somebody that is a bad boy, bad boy, bad girl, however you want to look at it. Doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad people. It's just that they might not be the perfect person for you. I do see that you will be evaluating all of that as you meet whoever this person is that's coming in. You might already know this person, I don't know. But the Seven of Pentacles here is, you've planted some seeds and now you're waiting for your crops to grow and you're wondering, is that really truly the direction I want to go? Do I really want to be in a committed relationship at this time? I feel as though you have other goals that you're trying to reach. At least this is what Spirit's telling me. So there is your answer. Hope that helps you. I'll pull a card also from the Lover's Oracle for you, Happy. Since I don't see any other questions coming in, and I've been here almost an hour, so let's pull you a card. See what Spirit wants you to know. Twin flames, your passion ignites. That's awesome. I don't know what your thoughts are about twin flames. We had been taught that twin flames were meant to be together. But what I feel and what I'm learning, what I'm realizing is that it isn't always the best thing to have a committed, loving relationship with a twin flame. But this is just what I'm learning. You might have a completely different opinion. But I do feel as though your passion is kicking in. So there you go. Hey, what are you doing? How are you? Hi, Ari, the Aries diva. Okay, let's go to this deck. Ah, very good. Okay, Ari, if you've got a question for me, I'm going through the learning phase. Yeah. Aren't we all? You never stop learning. I'm just going to tell you. I'm in my 60s and I'm constantly learning. Right now I'm actually taking a course on learning about animal medicine, like from the indigenous Indian tribes, the indigenous peoples of North America, because I really want to understand animal medicine. I feel like this specific deck that we're using to learn about this really goes into the deep emotions of people too. So it's really cool. Okay. How will things be renting a room in California if I ended up moving there and going to university there? So you haven't decided. Like you just jammed like 3 things into your question there. You did 3 questions in one, okay? Just so we're clear. How are things going to be renting a room in California? Well, a lot of people are leaving California right now. It's very expensive to live there, for one. But if you're going to university and you are out of state, it's going to be very expensive for you to go to school there. Even if you do a change of residence, you'd have to look at that a little bit more deeply. I don't know what the requirements are, but we'll look at that for you, Ari. Thank you, Happy. Catch you again next time. Take care of you. Okay, so how would things be renting a room in California if I ended up going to university there? Okay, so renting a room, California school. I think we should kind of break this down a little bit. Okay, Spirit, what information do you want Ari to know about this potential move to California, going to school, and being able to find a place to live while there? Is it a thing, Ari, where if you're a freshman going to school, like I don't know how much how much education you have, but is it a thing where you have to live on campus? I'm just thinking of when my daughter was, going to school, and her first year she had to live on campus. So they kind of rolled it all into, her package. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. I love her. She's my money girl. I do feel as though there's going to be a heavy burden for you if that's the decision that you decide to do. The Queen of Pentacles for me, this does represent feminine energy. She is my patient, understanding queen. She definitely understands how to stretch her money. She is a healer. She is very down to earth. She's very grounded, very nurturing type of an individual. This card is, all about money. So if you have the money and you can go there to school, you may be getting help from a female, somebody that you know, maybe an aunt or I don't know, somebody that can help you financially. But I do feel as though going across country or going from wherever you are now to California is not going to be quite an easy transition for you. Like there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to line up. You're going to have to get your ducks in a row. I would do all of that research prior to you just deciding to get up and go. However, I do believe that new opportunities will be coming in, something that is going to give you a massive aha moment. That is going to bring in some clarity for you, that's going to make you think in a completely different way than you currently are thinking about the whole transitional process. So I feel as though it can happen. It's not going to be quite as easy as, just packing up a car and going, because you have to have a place to go to. And getting there, once you get there, then you have to do all the things that you're going to do in order to be able to support yourself while you're going to school. So I feel as though something is going to come in, like whatever this plan is that you have, it feels as though you're waiting on what this information is before you make your final decision as to that being your direction. Okay? So I hope that helped. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the top, see if I've missed any other questions. If you are here, you haven't had your question answered because I probably haven't seen it, please use all caps, put it in the feed, and I'll be happy to read for you, okay? Okay, yeah, let's look. Joe is gone, Happy is gone, Ari, hey Ari. And that's all I've got. I don't see any other questions, so I am going to go ahead and give it a minute or two for you to post your question. If I don't see anything, there we go. Josie. Hi, Josie. What's next for me in love? Okay, let's see what we got for you, Josie. Okay, Spirit, can we have some information for Josie in her love life? What does she need to know? What's coming towards her? For her highest and best, any information and insights that you can share with us would be greatly appreciated. Okay, love life. One more. Go. Love life. Okay, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is definitely somebody taking action, moving towards their dreams. Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartache. So I don't know if you went through a bad breakup or if you're healing from a broken heart. It feels as though this Ten of Wands is a heavy burden or something that is ending, coming to an end for you in terms of well, what is even interesting is that we got these two swords, which are all about your mind, the way that you think about things. This knight is taking action. He's running towards his dreams. So I don't know if this is representing you, Josie, meaning that you are running toward your dreams, that you're really putting a lot of energy out there as to what you want to create for yourself. But then I also see this broken heart. So I don't know if it's a situation where you were in a relationship and your heart got broken and you're still working through healing that part of yourself. That is exactly what this shows because I really want you to see the imagery on the card. So if it is that you are wondering whether or not you will get back together with another individual, I don't feel as though that is in the cards for you. I feel that this healing energy is right in the center, so I feel as though that's where your focus should be. And then also with this Ten of Wands energy, the tens are all about completions or endings. The wands are about your passion, your creativity. In this particular card, though, she is moving away. She's moving towards her future. She's taking all of her baggage with her. So for me, it is really a clear indication that if you are healing from a heartbreak, that you're not quite ready yet for your next relationship. That's what I pick up. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but I hope it helps. Okay, anybody else have any questions? I can't see who's in the feed, so you're very welcome. Hope it helped. Ah, okay. Take care of your heart, girl. You'll get there. It's heavy right now, but you're going to get through it. You will. You'll find your way out. You're walking towards your future. You're taking what you need with you. And I feel like you're leaving behind the things that you don't need anymore. I really also picked up in this reading that that you are really defining for yourself what you're willing to tolerate in a relationship and what you are not. So you're creating clear boundaries, right? You're creating clear boundaries for yourself. I will not allow this. You know, you're making your lists or whatever. So that when you do get into a new relationship, you can kind of already have it in your mind what you want, what direction you want to go. And that's exactly the way she was walking, right? She was taking her pets with her. Okay, anybody else have any other questions? If I don't see any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and close down for tonight. And then I will probably, this is Wednesday, I'll probably be back on the weekend. I think I might do a during the day, either Saturday or Sunday for anybody who is interested. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love to have you join us. Sure. Hi, Diamond. You can ask another question. Yes. You're welcome. While you're asking their question, I'm going to get a drink of water. So, Diamond, what's your question? I got my favorite deck. I love this deck. Is the woman coming in to help with business for a hubby going to be a concern for me, like interested in him personally too? No, I did not pick that up at all. No, I don't feel like you have anything to worry about in your relationship with your husband. I really don't. I think I've read for you enough that I pick up you have a very solid relationship. But I'll pull cards for you because you asked. So let's see what the cards have to say for you now because you asked. So the woman that's coming in, the Queen of Pentacles, that's coming into their business for work um, situation, is she a concern? Is she a concern to take? She needs that Diamond needs to be nervous about. All right, here we go. Two of Swords. That's looking at things with a limited point of view. Your husband is the King of Cups. Good grief. Okay, so I feel as though with this Two of Swords, it's kind of looking at things black and white, yes or no. You know what I mean? It's really kind of limited thinking. I feel as though, as you can see, this card here. I feel as though what this is kind of like is that you've got these birds squawking in your ears. You know, it's kind of like the angel on one side and the devil on the other. So I don't know why you're worried. He comes in as the King of Cups. I feel as though this King of Cups is the emotionally stable individual. And I remember reading for you before where I was talking about your relationship being very solid. Now, the Hermit is the energy of going within, and this energy is about giving yourself space to think. Um, I I'm just real curious as to why you would be nervous about somebody else coming in and stealing your husband away, or you know what I mean, like that would be concerned that there is something that would cause him to wander, right? And you can answer that question because this is your fear. This is what your this is your worry, right? So you have to go in and you have to heal that part of yourself, right? So that way you can look at things from a higher perspective, and you don't come from a lower vibration, because that's exactly what's happening as you're allowing yourself to worry about something. You're creating this in your mind, right? And the swords are about the mind. So he's attractive and he's nice, but you got him, girlfriend. He's yours. He's committed to you. He doesn't want to go without, he doesn't want anybody else. So you need to look at that for yourself. Just, go within, ask your questions. Why is it that you're nervous? Is this something like that? Is this something where maybe you've had issues in your past where you have trust issues? Or is it a thing that you witnessed growing up where people, I mean, all we have to really do is look at the way that people are. But I feel as though your husband is committed to you and your family, and I feel like he's solid. So I hope that helped you ease your mind. Okay, any other questions? Because I'm going to be closing down here shortly. And Diamond, thank you for always showing up. You show up every time. I appreciate you. You're very welcome, dear. I feel like there's a lot of love there. I feel like you even have, you and your husband have past life connections, that it's not just this lifetime that you have been together. Josie, what's your question? Ah, see, you know. You know. You're very welcome. Hope to see you again next time. Take very good care of yourself. Should I approach the dynamic of co-parenting with my ex-husband? Hmm. Okay, so can we have information, please? Can we have information about how they're going to bridge this gap of co-parenting their child? I still feel that something comes in that gives him that aha moment. I don't know what it is, but we're going to ask for clarity, please, as to what she needs to know to help bridge the gap so that she can have clear communication, clear understanding, clear parenting communication with her ex-husband. Can we please have the information for our highest and best outcome? Any insights and information that we are aware of or unaware of? Can we have clarity, please? Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you. Well, that card right there is a celebration. It might not be as difficult as it, well, there we got the conflict card again. Crap. Okay, let's see what else we get. Okay. Gonna pull another card. Wow. I feel like these were almost the same cards I had pulled before, but it might not have been for you. So the Four of Wands, of course, is the 1111 card. This is a card of celebration. So there are some things for you to be celebratory about. I do feel as though that conflict may always be there, but there is a way that you'll be able to bridge that gap. I don't know if it's a situation where you just have to have a sit down with him and have a conversation, because it feels as though with this Chariot card, this is really balancing the dark and the light. It's really balancing two opposing energies here. You may have a completely different idea as to how you want to parent in comparison to his idea of how he wants to parent. So I guess the situation would be one where I don't know if you live in close proximity to one another, if it's going to be a shared thing where he or she spends time with him and then time with you, and that there are clear defined things. If you have already divorced? Do you have those defined things within your divorce agreement? I guess it would depend on where you live. I had that situation when I divorced from my ex husband as well. And we fought for a long, long time. It wasn't until she became much older that things started to clear up. However, I do see that there are some, it's kind of like I feel like your mind is creating more work for yourself. Like you're looking at the worst case scenario as an outcome for yourself. Um, you're still going through the divorce process. Okay. So have you made decisions? Is it going to be split custody? I feel like uh, it makes sense for you to be open to have him be involved with the children's life only because the from my outlook on this is the more people that love your children, the better off your children will be. So his family, his side of his family, all of that, as well as the dynamic of your family. I feel as though things are still kind of up in the air, and I feel as though you do have this monkey brain that is just really, causing you some sleepless nights, actually, is what I'm feeling. I feel as though um, maybe what you need to do, and this is what Spirit is sharing with me, is write down on paper, not necessarily that you have to share your thoughts with anyone else, okay? This is one of those things where I feel as though you need to write down your fears. If we do this, what happens? If we do this, what happens? And then do your pros and cons, right? This is a good thing if this happens. This is a good thing if this, doesn't happen, whatever it is. Because I feel as though you need to really sort out your thinking, sort out your thoughts so you have clarity. The other thing that I feel is that the other card that's coming in here is this Ten of Wands. And of course, this has come up a couple of times tonight. So this seems to be a theme for the evening where you're going to be feeling as though you're carrying a heavy load. You're carrying all of your baggage with you. You are moving forward. You are taking what you need with you, right? But at the same time, I don't feel as though it's really given me a lot of clarity as to an outcome. So let's pull one more card and see what else. Oh, it says you need rest. Yeah, I feel as though really that this is going to be a work in progress. I do feel as though, he's wanting to move things along, I feel. There is still conflict here, so I don't know what it is that you may be arguing over or whatever the points are within your divorce as to the stickling parts, but I do feel as though you've got monkey brain going on. I do feel you are carrying a heavy load, and what this is really saying is you really need rest. And this is soul rest, meaning your soul is heavy and tired and burdened, right? And I know that you being in this situation where you're going through divorce, that in itself is so draining. And then you've got to deal with, the children involved and managing that aspect, manage work, managing your house, like all the stuff, right? It is a heavy load for you. So when you can, take good care of yourself. Do whatever you can to do some self-care, whether that is just getting in the bathtub with some Epsom salts and a candle and just being able to sit with your own thoughts, your own ideas, and decompress. I really feel as though that's what you really need, is more of that. Because if you can decompress and you can give back to yourself and realign with yourself, all of these other thoughts that are nagging at you will subside a bit, right? So that's what the cards have for you. I hope that helps. And I'm so sorry that you're going through this. It's really draining. It really is. And it takes a long time to heal. So really the bottom line comes down to the sooner you're able to take care of your needs, right? Because you can't give from an empty cup. You're no good to your children if you're completely depleted. So when you can get your energy into a place where you're filling up your own cup, right? So that you can give to yourself, so then you can give to others. So I hope that helped. You're very welcome. Okay, I don't see any other questions. So I think I am going to close down for tonight. As I mentioned, I probably will be doing another live on the weekend. So hopefully if you have subscribed to my channel, you'll be notified as to, what day I choose and all of that. I really love doing the lives. Give me a thumbs up too. That helps me with the, YouTube algorithms too. Okay, any other questions? Now's your time. If you have a question for me, put it in all caps. I will read for you. If not, then I will close down and I'll see you next time. You too. Have a great evening. Take care of you. Okay, thank you so much for being here. For anyone that popped in tonight, I'm going to send you love and light. Should you show desire to receive that energy, I'm also sending out Reiki energy for anyone that is willing to accept it. There are no strings attached. This is for your highest and your best outcome that helps you align with your higher self, your information for healing. So thank you very much.